The man removes his earring and drips the liquid inside onto the vines. The vines quickly dehydrate and wither. He then wraps the dried vines tightly around his body, trying to squeeze out the world's last drop of century soup. Through compression, with a powerful yank, the frozen ingredients compress tightly together. Then Tepe pulls hard, and the ice pillar shatters. The last drop of century soup slowly drifts down. Everyone stares at the century soup, completely mesmerized. Just as they're about to rush forward and fight for it, Tepe stops them. He explains that century soup will choose who it falls to. Everyone holds their breath, waiting in silence for its decision. In the next moment, the century soup drops straight into Komatsu's hands. Its aroma gently wafts through the air, instantly triggering everyone's hunger. Even Toriko and Match can barely resist the urge to snatch it away. Fortunately, Tepe reacts quickly. He reminds them that Komatsu is the only chef here. He's the only one with a chance of recreating century soup. Toriko tells him to memorize the soup's flavor completely. Feeling everyone's trust in him, Komatsu solemnly swears he'll recreate the authentic century soup. As if responding to Komatsu's determination, the century soup begins glowing brilliantly. Without hesitation, Komatsu drinks it down, but the next second, he collapses to the ground. When everyone helps him up, they find Komatsu wearing an absolutely ridiculous expression on his face. The incredible flavor is beyond words. Just thinking about it makes that goofy expression return. To recreate century soup as quickly as possible, Komatsu gathers over 10,000 ingredients to experiment with. He starts with a mixed vegetable base, then adds deep sea scallops for umami. While delicious, it's still far from the real century soup's flavor. Komatsu keeps trying, but he just can't capture the authentic taste. Desperate, he seeks help from Granny Setsu. What he doesn't know is that it took her 30 years to perfect century soup. When Komatsu hears this, he completely breaks down. However, after Granny Setsu tastes Komatsu's soup, her brow furrows. Without excessive praise, she simply tells Komatsu that his century soup is just one step away from completion. Suddenly inspired, Komatsu returns to the kitchen. Following Granny Setsu's guidance, he begins listening to the ingredients with his heart. Every step is careful and deliberate. Finally, after 2.5 hours of cooking, Komatsu creates a crystal clear soup. He eagerly takes a sip, and an overwhelming sense of happiness washes over him. But as Komatsu basks in his joy, he feels like the century soup is still missing something. While Komatsu ponders what that final ingredient could be, a little penguin suddenly appears at the door. Thinking it's hungry, Komatsu places the century soup in front of it. The penguin's mouth waters at the sight of the soup, but the moment its drool drips into the soup, something magical happens. The century soup is actually complete. Komatsu quickly scoops up a spoonful and tastes it. The instant the soup hits his tongue, that ridiculous expression returns to his face. Who would have thought the penguin's drool was the final ingredient for the soup? Meanwhile, the injured Toriko suddenly wakes up, as if sensing the century soup's call. He can't wait to taste it, but when everyone tries it, that strange expression appears on their faces again.